we're riding a crest of a wave at the minute, but there's so many twists and turns and challenges, and we certainly won't get carried away.
Right, here we go. 1, 2, 1. Well, we've made a decision to progress with the club seriously. When you make a decision that with others, you need to stick to it, and that's what we really have done.
To think that Southern League football would be available to be in Penwith, but even when I was playing when I was younger at 15, 16, it's huge. It would have been a pipe dream back then.
Go you two, go you two! Yes! Go!
We're gonna do our best, and I think the lads are up for it.
So it's big for the community, it's big for us, it's big for me. It's massive, really.
On my list today, this is my running order for pre-match. Red wheelie bin, empty red wheelie bin, that's it from the campsite. Put green bins out, we have those in the stand. They need to be put spread along in the Solomon Brown stand. Sort the flags out. Collect the aluminium table to put out for the teas and coffee. Put out the ball stand for the referee to take the match ball off. Fill the 2 teams in on the team board, which is over there and quite wet at the moment, but it will be dry, of course. Turn on the Seagull Shack fairy lights, which look very attractive when it gets dark. And that's my running order pre-match. It's raining up here at the moment, but very light, and the pitch is looking spectacular as usual. Well done, Billy, the groundsman.
It's hard to quantify, really. It pops up in your mind a lot. Obviously, thankfully, my work and my family keep me busy. But even at times, then you still are always thinking about it. And there's no escaping that. And I'm not great at sleeping because you're always trying to make sure you're doing the right things and thinking of the best things. And you want the best. I want the best for the club and the players. And so it's easy as a player. You just turn up and you go to bed and wake up, and then you carry on and you turn up for training, and that's the first time you really switch on. But now it's relentless. But I know it's the same for all managers, and I guess having a group of staff that are like that as well helps us and pushes us on. And I think that's why this club is successful, because there's a lot of people behind the scenes that just have that same mindset, that just want to keep pushing and keep finding ways to better things. You've got to look at the surface again today. With the weather that we've had, it's in great condition, and Fletcher's here at 11 o'clock setting the kit up, and everyone wants to do the best they can do. And that's infectious, and I think when the players sense that, it helps them. So yeah, we'll keep doing that, and we'll see where we get from there.
Nice no summers here, mate. Perfect weather for football.
Nice to be back, Andy.
Oh, wonderful. Missed the boys all week. Been out Spain, did a bit of coaching, but yeah, it's still great to be back. Saw the boys training and was well jealous. So yeah, looking forward to it today.
I think we've been absolutely fantastic so far this season. We had a little tiny blip where we had a couple of draws, but we didn't lose. So the boys have learned so many lessons from last year. I don't think we could have asked for any more from them. Jake, the team, everybody, they've been absolutely fantastic. I think they've left no stone unturned, and just at the moment super proud of them, because they really have been brilliant. One game all season, that's all we've lost, and it's couldn't ask for any more, really. So really excited now about the running. there's all to play for. It's nice to be involved at a club at this time of the year. You've got something to go for. You know, normally most teams' seasons are over already.
Do you have moments when you wake up in the middle of the night, or you're kind of doing something else, and suddenly you're thinking, yeah, it could happen?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, but that's just. I think that's only natural. I think everyone feels that way. When you're in the league in February and you've still got something to play for, I think everyone naturally feels that way. I think what I'm trying not to do is last year, being completely honest with you, we were promoted. You know, come March, I thought this is on. I really fancied us, and that's probably an experience from my side as well. So this year, I'm going back to sleep straight away and not thinking about that.
I just can't believe how close we are to hopefully going up. And amazing.
It's huge, and from a personal note, it sort of backs up why I've sacrificed a lot. I guess I love what I do, but I've missed a lot of really important things through football, and probably not fair on Tegan, my partner, probably not fair on some friends. So, you know, I've missed some really big things for football. So I don't feel like I'm owed something, but I guess with all the hard work for, you know, it's been 10 years now coming. Yeah, I feel like from a personal note, it would mean a lot. It would almost be like it's been worth it. And from a local point of view, to think that Southern League football would be available to be in Penwith, but even when I was playing when I was younger at 15, 16, it's huge. It would have been a pipe dream back then. So it's big for the community, big for us, it's big for me. It's massive, really.
Definitely, it's something that we always kind of work on in training, and it's something that we're always talking about is the intensity and press of the team. And in games like that, that's the games that you need to make sure that everyone's at it, everyone's kind of willing to do that off the ball work to make sure that in the end that we can get the quality to get the goals to win the game for us.
Boys, we'll get started. Obviously, hopefully you can hear me all right. And I know you can't really see me. Technical difficulties. I'm up in a car park up in Truro, so.
They are an honest group who are just so determined to do well, and they just want to put their best foot forward every single week. And I just feel in the change room there's just a bubble and a buzz about the group, and you want to be around it. Listen, I'm old now, kind of, and to be around young lads who are enjoying their football and being amongst each other is really special. So I love it.
All right, Mackie, just to clarify, you've had a tattoo of your alarm clock, or is there another reason?
Yeah, basically.
Just keeping everyone fit, I think, is just the key. You know, we've been really unlucky with injuries this year, and I think I've said it a couple of times in the last few weeks. I think people have realised, you know, the players we've had out, big players we've had out at times, and how we've managed without them. So just keeping everyone fit is the key. We aren't playing midweek, which helps. So it's just managing the midweek, making sure the training load is right, and keeping everyone fit. And if we keep everyone fit, we'll have a chance.
I'm at uni, I'm doing my PGCE, so I'm a teacher training. So they've put me up in London, in Camden, for like 4 months until the end of the school year. So yeah, living in Camden, loving it. Hectic, busy, but really good. And it's a bit of me, to be fair, so really enjoying it.
But you still want to come down here?
Yeah, of course, every weekend and help the boys out. And when the gaffer calls and says, look, we need you, then I'm going to be here. So, but to be fair, the train journey wasn't too bad down, then couldn't be anything better than being here on a Saturday to with the boys playing football. So yeah, no brainer.
They're all 3 points, regardless of who you beat. Some are tougher, you know, some, like we keep saying, present different problems and challenges you've got to overcome. But 10 wins on the spin is fantastic at any level. And I've just said that's down to the players. It's all on them. And I want to say as well, by the way, you know, don't say this very often, but the following from the Mousel, the Seagull crew, whatever they're called, I don't know, but they was outstanding today. I think we had probably 30, 40 travelling fans today, and you really noticed it, and I think that drove the boys on second half. So yeah, you get that momentum in your favour, it helps.
So I've been prepping the food for the boys after the match. I do that on a Saturday morning, doing all the shopping on a Friday afternoon, making sandwiches for hospitality at half time, doing the food for the boys after the match, half-time drinks for the players and the management staff. I clean change rooms as well. I think that's about it, yeah. And I'm actually doing the gates today as well. There's a bit of a labour of love. My granddad was the groundsman up here for many a year when I was a child. So I sort of got introduced to Mousel Football Club then. Even another little table. And then I went away during the Navy and got reintroduced to it when I met my husband Tim when I was 21. And I'm now 49, so quite a long time. Yeah, so been a long time. I've played for the club, been on the committee for the club, stood on the gate, cleaned the change rooms, been behind the bar. I think I've done pretty much everything apart from manager.
Alright, you okay?
Yeah, good, thanks.
What are you doing on here?
New job.
Is it?
That's a massive part of our lives. You know, it's our social. It's like a family up here. You know, if you have a problem, someone will help. And it's a real sort of friendly and family affair up here. Yeah, it's brilliant. Love it.
It's everything to be involved in a club like Mousel. They just take your life over. They've actually mean everything to us. We look forward to Saturdays. They're a lovely club, well-run club, ambitious, and we just look forward to every Saturday now. It's part of our lives.
I mean, when you look at the beginning of the season, this is one of those massive games, and it got a bit nitty-gritty actually in the game, and I think if we played that game last season, it probably would have been a different result. We probably would have absorbed a lot more of the pressure and they may have nicked one, but it just shows how far the group has come on, leaps and bounds.
It was tough first half for us. We didn't start well, conceded early. But you know, in these games, it's about the mentality that you gotta have, and I believe we had that mentality to come back in a game and win it today.
The resilience of the group is there to be seen, you know, and I knew they'd stick it out, and it's great. It's there now, you know. I don't need to keep saying it. It's definitely part of the group, which is massive. Positives other than that, Jack Braven's getting back on the pitch, you know, and I thought he was great for the 15 minutes that he had, strong, you know, aggressive. Josh Yotto back on the bench. He has another player back today. So those are certainly positives, and ultimately, at the end of the season, no one will remember the game or what happened in it. They'll just remember who came out on top, and we have today. So it'll be a positive. Give me another hour or so, or 2 hours maybe, and I'll see it as a real positive one. But at the minute, it just feels all a bit weird, really.
Oldest player taking care of the drinks.
Yeah, I'm loving it. We were obviously in a similar position last year, which we learnt a lot from. But I mean, to come and keep ticking off the wins and getting results, I'm really happy and really enjoying it. And hopefully we can just keep this run going now and go and sort of do something special.
Very confident. We've been in good form of late, and I think it's going to be hard today because of the conditions, but I think we'll be all right if we just stick to doing what we do best.
Oh my God, my head's cold.
Yeah, massive. I think we're going on that big run. Mentality's really good. I think like places like this, the pitch it's difficult to come, and I think maybe last season we might have dropped points. That's the feel of the group, and I think we're really striving. Players like Dal and experienced players are really bringing us through and helping us with these kind of games and really lead us on the pitch. So I think it's a massive win, and we're going to keep going.
So difficult, you know, everything we try and do, you know, about that reaction to press, you know, it's hard to get your foot in, and obviously to pass the ball is difficult, but I thought the boys did it brilliantly. I think it would have been very easy to come here and drop points today. Clem has them always really organised, and obviously with the pitch and the wind, so to navigate those today and play the way we did, I'm so pleased.
I enjoy away days on the bus. The people that are journeying with you, the supporters that are journeying with you, those that are on the bus, which is an increasing amount. Good morning everyone, lovely morning to be travelling to lovely Shepton Mallet, eh? Yes, our friends up in Shepton Mallet. It's getting with the players, isn't it? It's seeing how they operate. It's seeing when the coaches come aboard, sort of into the journey. The manager joins us and how he presents himself with his coaches, and he's already no doubt spoke to his team at the the previous training session that they have. And it's generally observing what goes on. And of course, just lately we've had a good run of success. So the bus has been a little bit jolly going back home. So that makes it that bit special.
Excited, if I'm honest. I'm looking forward to it, especially after our last game, 4-0 win. Come off on the bench and scored, so hopefully I can get going today.
We've proven so many times this season we can bounce back, and at the end of the day, like I said, we might look back and a point here is a very good point. I know we've had a good record here, so I think we just need to keep being us, keep doing what we're doing, you know, keep a smile on our face, because that winning run's ridiculous no matter what level you're at. And I think every winning run has to stop somewhere, and a draw is a better result than a defeat. So we just keep plugging away. Look, we've got 7 more games. I'm not thinking too far ahead. The next one's Wellington, and that is going to be equally as hard up there. So yeah, one at a time and see where it takes us.
To win 13 is ridiculous. So we're always going to drop points. Everyone knows that, and everyone around us will drop points. And just to lose it, I guess, drop the points in the way we did is a bitter blow. But it's always going to happen. We haven't lost a game, and I think at times in the second half when we were 2-1 down, you'd have taken a draw. My message to the boys is that nothing changes. I'm disappointed with the goals we've conceded, and I've told them that. But nothing's changed about them as a group. We weren't great first half, but for second half we were well in charge. So nothing's changed. I'm not worried, and I know actually tomorrow I think I'll feel quite positive about it. I just in the moment just feel disappointed because I felt like something went against us at the end there.
Tomorrow it's the big one from the WSL as Manchester City take on Chelsea. You can join me at 12:25 here on BBC One. But right now, let's head to the southernmost tip of England, to a club just a stone's throw away from Land's End. This is Mousehole of the Western Football League.
Throughout my whole career, relationships have been massive, and if I look back to when I played, I'm still 30, 40 years ago, still friendly with the people that I played with.
Every time we touch somebody goes. The big one from the WSL as Manchester City take on Chelsea.
For a team, there has to be that bond between each other, and sometimes you find some people don't fit the group, and then that can become an issue. But we're lucky here that we've been really careful with the people that we brought into the group, and they've been unbelievable. And I always go back to the COVID situation when everybody was at home and our boys were out running, putting things on the group chat, keeping everybody, you know, positive mentally and physically. And for me, that was, you know, that just sums up the whole club. Unbelievable.
Yeah, we've trained well, prepared well. Obviously, the one eye on the weather forecast today, but the pitch is looking good. So, yeah, we'll be up for this one. We're well aware of what's at stake, and 7 tough games as well. We look at who we've got and where they are in the table, but there's no easy games there. But we've got a big squad, a good squad. So hopefully we can see it through.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together.
for Shepton Mallet FC and Marble Football Club.
Yeah, Shepton Mallet, they're never an easy team to play. We played them a couple of weeks ago and we had another close game with them 3-3, so 3 points against them, we'll take that all day. It's a little bit more pressure, I say, with what's on the line. We need to get results, so it's been a bit of pressure coming in, but it's been okay. It's been nice to get back in with the boys and, you know, help them push over the final line now. I think we're just trying to take it one game at a time, you know, 3 points, and hopefully 3 points, but we'll see.
Yeah, really pleased. I thought we were brilliant today. Thought first half, I think it came off at half time and a few people said it wasn't a game and not many chances, but Hayden hit the post, we should have had a penalty. The refs said that he got that one wrong. Macca had one cleared off the line in the last minute of the first half. And obviously we got the goal, which is a bit fortunate, but I thought we were good first half against that wind. You know, it was so strong. And then second half we were great. It got a bit stretched for like 5 minutes in the middle, but I'm not really sure how we only scored 2. I'm glad we got the second because they're such a good side. They're always a threat and you can see why they've not lost many games. Again, like last year down here, they were blocking and tackling and you just felt like if the second goal wasn't going to come, would they get their little moment? But it wasn't to be. Ollie made one good stop, but you know, it should have been more comfortable in the end. But I'm really pleased with the performance.
Ramadan has been going on for 13 days right now. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. I'm quite enjoying it. It's helping with the weather that we have at the moment. Today we've been traveling, so it's not really difficult. Probably gonna play about 15 minutes into the game and then I'll be able to drink and eat. So, you know, it's just another day for me, man. It's just another day and I just want to win the game today.
Yeah, I think it's still going to be a tough game. I mean, last year it proved that. I think coming up here and drawing 2-2, it's a difficult game, but just need to tick them off and I think try and get another 3 points.
Yeah, I feel really good. We all know what happened here last year and like you say how difficult of a place it is anywhere when you go away, but our away form's been really good this year, so we just wanted to carry that on obviously, but to come here and sort of come from behind and then go on and score 3 goals, we're over the moon, but it's another one ticked off, so just keep going.
If someone were to come to you and say, describe that group of lads to you, how would you describe them?
Gee, that's a question. I would say kind, loving, which you know might sound weird for a football. There's just a willingness that you want for the boys to do well, and that's as me as a volunteer. That's what keeps me going. And you know when I come to training or I come to a match, it's just there's just a special feeling when you come to Mousehole, as you know, everybody who talks on camera relates to it, and it's hard to explain it until you come here, and then you understand what we're talking about.
Big local derby. How are we feeling coming into it?
All right. I'm always nervous.
We've had a cup of tea. We've had a bacon sandwich, although they don't have bacon sandwiches on the menu, so keep that quiet. But it's been good. Looking forward to this and win this, and we're top of the league. But keep that quiet.
20 games, boys. 56 points. 56 points in 20 games. That's ludicrous. I want you to go and get 3 more. Not for the league table, not for anything, for you, boys. Because of how hard you work and how much you deserve it.
Yeah, it takes a toll. It takes a toll physically and mentally. You know, we've always been hard working, and the way that the style that we play is very physically demanding. And then when you're not used to playing Saturday, Tuesday, and then all of a sudden at the end of the season especially, these games appear, when you're already physically and mentally tired, then, you know, obviously it's going to take a toll.
The team is feeling very confident. We need a win today. Going to put the effort and the hard work. We feel confident that we're going to win and we're going to do the job. It's important in a way that everyone has to stay together. You know, we need to transmit to everyone that if we stick together, we're going to get the job done. And it's only 4 games left, so it's super important we just take every chance we can get.
No, I'm really proud of the players, and I'm so pleased for Goldie, because that's just typical of him. You know, he looked like a mummy in there. He's all right, he's fine, but he looked like a mummy in there. I don't think many players would get back on the pitch that soon after dislocating the shoulder. His goal is just what he brings us, and I think people know and see it. You know, he's invaluable to us. it was an ugly goal, but I think he'll absolutely love it. And it epitomised him as a personality and why we got him here. 10 minutes later, when he's chasing back and makes a goal-saving tackle, which for me is as good as a goal. So he's invaluable. We missed him at the end of last season. We've got him through today. He's tired at the end, as you'd expect. But to get him back out on the pitch today and go and put on the performance like he did, I'm so pleased for him.
I think my pain threshold's a bit weird. It's quite good, and I've been called stupid. I've been called all sorts for saying, oh, I'm going to try and play if I can. But at the bottom line, I want to help the boys. I think the world of them, and there's not that many in this side that have won trophies. So if I can bring something, even with half an arm, for the last couple of weeks, then that's exactly what I'll do. And today, I felt good. I felt a bit heavy on the lungs after 60 minutes, but yeah, overall, if I can help the boys get over the line, that's my aim. I think the world of them all. It's not just me. There are leaders in this team, but I think you need all hands to the pump in terms of leadership, just to get us over the line. Because let's face it, there's going to be nerves. We know what happened last season, and last season I was gutted. I missed the run-in through injury with my ankle. So I think that's another part of why I've come back so soon after dislocating the shoulder, just so I can do something to help, because I don't think I could watch another run-in again.
Moseley itself is a very small village. Everybody knows everybody. You walk down the street on a Sunday morning and everyone will tell you what yesterday's score was, even though they're not at the ground. They all know it. They all look out for it. They all listen out for it, so they know exactly what's happened. This is my 7th season. When I retired, we came over here to live, me and my wife, and I got talked into coming up and giving a hand and got involved 7 seasons ago, very much at the start of the current project as it is now. Took over from Mike, who retired as the groundsman, did a fantastic job, and I just took over and I've just tidied up what he was doing, really. So want the boys to get something for all of their hard work, the sacrifices they make, the work they put in for this club. I'm sure it wouldn't happen anywhere else. I know everybody works hard at a football club, but I see what our boys do, and they're above and beyond what they do for us, and they really do. They deserved it last year, but slipped up, which makes it even better that we're going to get it this year. And I'm very confident, but extremely nervous, and I really wish them all the best.
So Keynsham away, penultimate week of the season. So last long Saturday away trip of the season, with 3 games left to go. Obviously, we've got today, then we're off to Bridgewater on Tuesday night, and then finally finish at home to Wellington. So 3 games in 7 days, which at this stage sounds an awful lot, but I think the week will go fairly quick. Obviously, there's loads riding on it. We're not reflecting that on the players, and hopefully by the time they see this, it will long pass. But no, listen, we're all excited, nervous, just looking forward to seeing how the week pans out. We know what we've got to do. We know if we win 3 games, we'll be champions, which will just be incredible. And we're all absolutely desperate for. But who knows what will happen in the next week? Football has a way of dealing with drama and excitement and all sorts. So we'll see what happens in the next week. But no, we're excited. Long trip today, so I think it's the longest one of the season today. Artificial pitch, which doesn't really hold too much fear for us, given that's what we train on regularly, and with the way we play. The weather's kind today. Finally, feels like the first game for a while we thought it was not going to be called off. So let's just get today in terms of the messaging today. It will just be about focusing on the result today.
I was just thinking about it on the bus. It's the first time we've been top of the league, and we're going to play a game away. So I'm really looking forward to it. The boys are in a really good place, and AstroTurf, we train on it twice a week. I think we're going to be on fire today.
Can you remember when this season started? It started before our presentation night. We started running. Right, we started running before the presentation night. 15th of May was the first run that Gareth put in the group. 15th of May. That's 11 months to the day that this season started. 11 months you have worked, you have grafted, you've run, you've done other runs in the middle of the season. You have worked so hard, and you've arrived at this point with 1 week to go. And you should be so excited. So excited.
A bag of nerves, to be honest. I'll be happy when next Saturday's over at 5 o'clock and smile again.
It's all coming to a head. 3 games for us, 3 games for Saltash. We've each got 2 games away, including today, and 1 game on the final Saturday. If we win our 3 games, we can't be caught. So it's brilliant to get to this point of the season, but it is very, very nerve-wracking.
I'll bring myself up a little bit. I hit it on the outside of the butt and I've caught it nicely and it's gone in the top bins. But yeah, that'll be on my Instagram later, I'm sure. Massive. Like we said, we've got 3 games left. We have 3 games. We're just ticking them off. We're not worried about anyone else, doing our thing. We're quite confident coming in here, training on Astro twice a week. I think we were quite confident and we knew that we could play on it a little bit, where at times we've gone into games where we maybe worrying about the bobble and stuff like that. But yeah, we were confident today with the pitch. Energy levels were good. Yeah, we were spot on.
Were we right at it? Maybe not. But again, at this time of the year, it's just about winning games, and the goals came at really good times. Real quality from Talon, high quality from Hayden, and then Paolo's. I mean, it's 3 great goals, isn't it? So that's a nice feeling. And obviously, with the way the results have gone elsewhere, we're in a good position. But we just keep doing what we're doing. I'm excited for them. I've said to them, I want them to have a special day. They deserve it. We figured out that we started our running programme 11 months ago to the day today. They've grafted for 11 months, and I want them to get a reward this year. We're not there yet. I've really just stressed that to them. I know it's close, and it's the closest we've been, but we're not there. We've got to go to Bridgewater, who are a fantastic outfit club. They'll want to turn us over. We've got to win that, and if we don't win that, we've got to play Wellington, who are a great side at home, and win that. So it's far from done, but we've got ourselves in a great position, and be lying if we didn't say that the result elsewhere has made for an even happier changing room. So, but no, still, listen, a lot of work to do still, but we've got ourselves in a great position. The players have got themselves in a great position to set up potentially a really, really memorable moment or moments in these last 2 games.
Never been in this situation before where I can win a league. I've won a few trophies, but never a league. And I'd love to get promoted, especially being captain. And it's a fantastic group to do it with as well. We're all so together, so really, really much forward to it.
Describe this season for you. How would you describe it for you personally?
It's my best one in football. It's been good. Obviously, we had a couple slip-ups, but the way we've bounced back from them and all together as a team to get to the stage where we are now, it's really good.
just seems fairly relaxed. I was expecting a little bit more nerves than I got on the coach from the boys. So I think they'll be fine. It is important of what we say and what we do, but you know, I'd be lying if I said if we say 5 minutes of encouragement to them there, it's going to make a difference. It's not. It comes down to today. The team we pick's important, but it's on the boys what they do on the pitch, and you know, I've got complete trust in them.
Optimistic, but I think it's a great position to be in. I mean, 2 games to go, 3 points will guarantee us promotion. So if we don't do it today, it's not the end of the world. We'll do it on Saturday for sure.
It sounds boring, it sounds cliche. We are just focused on this game. It's one of the hardest away games of the season. I can't let myself or anyone around me get giddy about what could be. It's amazing where we've got to, but until something officially happens, you know, I can't let myself think too much ahead.
Well, it means everything to me, but you know, I'm just part of what's gone on in the last 2-3 years, which has been phenomenal, really. That we've got some fantastic people involved in the club, and I just hope that, you know, we can do it for them. I mean, I've worked in football for a long time, and I've worked with some really good people, but I won't mention any names in case I leave someone out, but I honestly believe that this group here is the best I've ever worked with.
Really proud, I said to them after the game, had we come up here and scrapped or scraped a win, I'd have felt proud of their efforts over the season, of course, but I'm so proud of what they did in that last 20 minutes. I'm frustrated with the goals. They're rubbish goals that we've conceded. They're the same goals Bridgewater scored against us in the past. We were too soft from set pieces, and we haven't been like that this season. They're really poor goals. We knew that was their threat. That's always been their threat. So we're really disappointed. Listen, they'll be happy with them, they execute them well, but really disappointed with the 2 goals to concede like that. So it would have been really easy for the feeling of deflation and a feeling sorry for yourself attitude to go in. I learned a lot about that team in that 20-25 minutes. And I know for a certainty, if the game goes on for 3 or 4 more minutes, which I felt like it could have, or maybe should have, I think we score a goal. And I think I said to you afterwards, Jack had the chance and the keeper saved it with his legs. I'm kind of relieved it didn't go in. I don't know what would have happened to my heart, but I'm immensely proud of the group, the way they were in that last 20-25 minutes, the substitutes, the impact they had when they came on. I thought Andrew Elcock was next level. Those bits from players coming on are just so important. So yeah, I'm immensely proud. Obviously disappointed we haven't done it tonight because it would have been lovely, but I'm immensely proud.
Of Cornwall is BBC Radio Cornwall.
It is a big afternoon for sport. The Western Premier League title will be decided. Either Mousehole or Saltash United will be crowned champions. If Mousehole beat Wellington, then Mousehole win the title. It's as simple as that. But Saltash can still lift the trophy if they beat Shepton Mallet and Mousehole lose. And if Mousehole draw, Saltash can also claim the title if they better their rivals' goal difference.
I've been involved for about 20 years, roughly, cutting grass. Well, my son, he used to do the pitch, and I started doing the grass. We had about 20 supporters, and in them days, sometimes less, you know. And oh, you wouldn't believe it. Really excited today, and hope, you know, mustn't be too. I think it must be. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the game. Seeing the players and Jake and everybody. It's like a family now up here, you know. It's brilliant.
Yeah. Derek, how are you feeling?
Pretty damn nervous, actually. Yeah.
Excited, definitely very, very excited, and I'm sure at the end of it emotional.
Oh my goodness. Nervous, excited, stressed. Yeah, just can't wait for it to get going now and yeah, see where we are. Fingers crossed.
You can't hide what today means, and it just I can't remember. I'm now trying to think. I can't remember the last time I wanted anything so bad in my footballing life.
One to go.
How are you feeling, mate?
Yeah, good. Yeah, wet. Excited. Pitch looks good. No wind. Yeah, very strange. But no, looking forward to it. But I'm getting in the change room now. Wet.
Excited. Really excited. Potentially a massive day for the club, for the players, for the squad, for the village. A lot of people put a lot of work into this over the years. Fingers crossed, boys will do the job, sing our song, and celebrate well afterwards.
Yeah, we know that there's quite a lot on the line. Obviously, each game's just as important as the last. We've worked all season for this, so everyone's excited. I think there's nerves, but there's always going to be nerves coming into a game like this. It's just how we channel them and focus. I think everyone's prepared well. Everyone's looked after their bodies. I think we've had close to maybe 7 games in the last maybe 2 or 3 weeks, so everyone's looked after themselves, and yeah, we're looking forward to it.
There is not a single one of you, them out there, that if you lose today, if it doesn't happen today, that doesn't love you. Doesn't think the world of you still. So they are putting you under zero pressure. The only pressure you feel is because of what you are applying on yourselves. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that, because that pressure comes from when you are a little kid, right? And we have all been there. When you are growing up playing football, you feel, you sense, whether it's in your garden, you visualise, maybe not at Trungle Park, but you visualise yourself winning something, being part of something special, and being successful, right? So the pressure you feel is you applying that feeling of when you were 6, 7, 10, 15 years old, or still 19 years old, that pressure of feeling that success, that's what you're feeling right now. So the only people you let down, if it doesn't happen today, is that little boy and you. So turn that, when you know that there's no one putting pressure on you other than each individual one of you, then all you need to play with is excitement, because you're so close to that feeling.
incredible. The boys deserve it. Saltash pushed us right to the end, but we've worked so hard this year. We deserve it more than anything. Last year we got so close to do it again and actually go all the way. It's an unbelievable feeling. I've never won anything in my life, so this is a first. Hopefully not the last. Come on! Well done!
Still got tears in my eyes. I'm really happy. Really happy. It wasn't easy this season, but we made it happen. We got it. We got it. We got it. Let's go there. The younger boys, they deserve it. They've worked so hard. It's the first trophy for a lot of them, and like, I'm actually quite emotional. I'm the older, the more senior one, and to see what it means to them, to see what it means to me personally, and like all families are here. Everyone's so happy, but I can't put it into words how I feel and how the rest of the boys feel at the moment. I'm completely lost for words. But let's just roll on the Southern League.
Buzzing, just buzzing. We came so close last year, and to do it this year, we knew what we had to do and what we had to change this season, and we did it. We proved we could go away and dig in when we were like losing and in tricky conditions, whereas last year. I think that sums it up, to be honest.
This group, what do these boys mean to you?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know what to say. I really don't know how to answer that, but we're so together as a group. I'm not saying last year we weren't, but this year, the fight back that we've had when we've been losing away from home, Wellington a couple of weeks ago, 1-0 down. Last year, 2-0 up at half time. This year, we've just been so good and so together when things ain't been going our way. We've smashed it.
It's hard to describe, to be honest, and I'm not sure it'll sink in till I spend some time on my own and think about it. You know, I've won a few leagues in the past, but nothing compares to this.
I wanted this moment so much for the club. These players work harder than any other team in this league. There's no escaping that with the travel they have to do, the way we train. I wanted this moment for them. I wanted it for the people behind the scenes at the club. I wanted it for this man who was the first man that I met when I came here. It's the best decision I ever made. It means so much to me. It's my best moment in football by a mile. A lot of relief, but we've done it and we deserve it. We so deserve it.
This year just felt like, you know, Saltash have run us all season and what a great side they are, but just felt like this year it was going to happen, so yeah, just delighted.
This achievement has been a lot of years in the making, but make no mistake about it, we're in the Southern League and we are excited, but it ain't stopping here.